For this speech, I'm going to be paying tribute to my dad. Now, when I first wrote this assignment, I was under the assumption that a tribute speech was meant for someone who was passed, and you speak of them to pay tribute to their life. After further investigation of my assumption, I concluded it would be appropriate to pay tribute to someone who is still here. Picking someone to pay tribute to was actually really easy, because my dad is one of the greatest people I know. Listen, you will agree why I'm so incredibly lucky to have him as a fantastic dad. Let me give you a little background on him. He's 44 years old and has 2 children, my sister and I. He has worked hard to support us and give us what we need, always putting us first without question. I would use the word selfless to describe him, but that would not do justice. If you ever need a laugh, just watch him. I'm happy to say he is one of my best friends. One of my favorite things about him is his unique personality. He is one of those people you watch and think, is he really doing that? Is he really vacuuming the inside of his slippers? But yes, he is. He's vacuuming his slippers, but he's proud. I find myself asking on a regular basis, did he just leaf blow the roof yesterday? But if you dare question his sanitary ways, he will give you a defensive answer. If I lived like you, Shelby, we'd live in a pigsty. Or everyone vacuums their slippers, Shelby. I think we both know this is far from true. Although I find it ridiculous, I do admire him for taking pride in what he has and the commitment to his cleanliness. You know what I appreciate even more than the fact that he keeps his house immaculately clean? How hard he works to provide the house for us. I remember even when I was little, my dad being gone frequently, driving truck so he could make enough money so my mom could stay home because he knew that was what was best. Ever since my parents got divorced when I was 10, my dad has been our main provider, not just financially, but emotionally as well. Even as an adult, he has been there for me. My dad gives me advice, he teaches me how to pick my battles, and always shows me how to be the bigger person. He sets his best examples. The thing I appreciate most about my dad is his selflessness. Being a single parent requires giving up a lot. He has done just that. My dad didn't get to go out and hang out with his friends after a long day at work. Going golfing on the weekends was so simple. I like to believe that he didn't go out and do these things because he'd rather have been home spending time with my sister and I. When your kids grow up, you go to college, parents usually have the option of moving out, away, or at least traveling. But my dad has stayed and allowed me to continue living with him so I could finish school and not struggle. The biggest act of selflessness happened about 6 years ago when he met and he got engaged to my stepmom. After being divorced for 9 years, he finally met the perfect woman for him. The only problem is that she lived in Salem and he lived in Milwaukee. I know there would be nothing more he would want than to start a life with her and get married the day he met her. He did not want to move us away from our school and our life, so he stayed here and she stayed there.